Meow, come quick. Meow, come quick. Meow, come quick. Thank you.
All right. Welcome everyone to Stout Sunday. And before the whole huge crowd of participants joins up, I'll say I'm hosting it this weekend because Johnny Neely is doing something and he wanted me to do it if I was able. And I told him, I think I'm able. And here I am hosting it. All right. So he won't be joining us today. All right. But before the whole plethora of participants joins up, I am going to tell you what I'm reviewing. It's Left Hand Milk Stout. This is an old craft beer classic from Colorado. Now, John and Ilya was saying you could probably get so many different stouts and porters for these Stout Sundays, and I said no. In the city, I can, New Orleans area, but out here in the rural, more semi-rural area, we get a limited supply of stouts, and I wasn't paying $4.99 and $5.99 for some of the singles, which I've already had this year. You know, I would just pay $1.79 for this. Letting it warm up a little bit. The ingredients: Rocky Mountain water, malted barley. And what type of malted barley? Pale, two-row, crystal, Munich. Roasted barley, flaked oats, flaked barley, and chocolate. Whew, all of that. Flaked oats, like, now they use the oat powder, right? Or the pulverized oats for Cheerios. Lactose, hops. What hops? I'll tell you what hops. Magnum and U.S. Goldings. Now there is a milk stout nitro, but I don't see it around too much anymore. I've had the Wake Up, Dad, Wake Up. And I've had the, that big black can. There's so many, and we don't get too many of that huge lineup. I've had the raspberry stout. Well, you say, well, I don't want to hear all these stouts you've had. Ronnie S says, hey, Ron, there's a duck above your head. Right. Or is it a goose? It's a duck, I guess. G and JK say, you don't need StreamYard. Not if, well, I'm waiting for this big crowd because I'm hosting Stout Sunday. Good morning, Ron, says Alex the Beer Master. Ronnie S. He says he's powering your video. Yep, powered by StreamYard. So, hold on a second.
Meow, come quick. Meow, come quick. Meow, come quick.
I was given that critter call to see who all the critters joining up. All the Stout Sunday people from the west, from the south, from the southeast, from the north. That's one powerful duck. Maybe he'd like a stout. Yes, but I don't think ducks drink that. He'd probably like a minnow and some vegetable matter of some sort. Okay, so here it is with the cow and the hands and the psychedelic label. Not the nitro, remember, not the nitro. Now, how old is this stout? I was looking for the date, guys, and I found something on here, but it was all like garbled, you know what I mean? Like kind of, or was that this one? One beer I found, oh yeah, here it is on the back. It's like the paint got all run together, so it does me no good. They got it printed with that yellow paint and it just got smeared. So I don't know the date, guys. Is it old? Is it kind of old? Is it fresh? I don't know. I don't know. Put a date I can read, guys. Put the damn date and don't let it get smeared. That's true. What you're saying is true. Crazy world we live in now. Crazy world. Crazy, baby. So I'll start it off and then we'll let the gang. All the Stout Sunday people tell us about theirs. Okay. Not much head of foam, I'm afraid. It is very dark brown. It looks black. But as the light hits it, especially down at the very bottom, I can pick up some brown on this stout. On this Stout Sunday. Stout, Sunday. All right. Smells like roasted barley malt, cream, sweetness. I like it. I like it. I like it. And now I'm gonna drink it. Okay, let me do something here. The roasted malt. Okay, so we get sweetness, roasted malt. Well, some chocolate, dark brown bread crust. Medium mouthfeel, dryish, finished, little chocolate powder, I guess, which it contains none. It's pleasant. I'm enjoying it. I think I'm going to give this Stout Sunday Stout a high score. This non-nitro milk stout. Now we have also from the south, northwest of me, Jeremy. Hello, Jeremy.
How's it going? I didn't know if he was going to do this or not.
Well, it's going fine. Just waiting for the big Stout Sunday crowd. Stout, Sundays.
I've never done this on the.
Oh, now
I've never done this on the Hangouts before. So
Ronnie S says, I'd love to join. However, technical difficulties with that duck. Yeah, he's been having trouble joining. You see, when they're saying on their website, the StreamYard, that they don't recommend using a phone because there's trouble with it.
Yeah, if I watched, they have a little meeting every week. I think it's on Sunday actually, so you can watch this Sunday. Where they'll field questions, and that was one of them was last week, trying to get the app working. They said they're working hard to get the app finished. So
yeah, well, that's good because I know that limits people. But I'm on a desktop.
Yeah, me too. I like desktop better. Just to do this kind of stuff.
For these kind of things, I think it's the best. Now, for other things like walking around the neighborhood and being on the internet, it's not.
Right.
Guinness recommends that you drink that straight from the bottle. That's what they say. Okay,
I won't pour that then.
If you read, it might even say that on the bottle on the back. Drink this from the bottle. It's a 4.2% alcohol.
Yeah, it's not that high.
No, and it's only been on the market 61 years. And in the bottle, only maybe like about 10 years. And I think on draft since 92.
Yeah, enjoy chilled straight from the bottle. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that.
Ronnie S says, you fancy pants with your desktops. Well, what can I say? I mean, I'm into the technology, desktop computer, that's the future, Ronnie. That's the future of desktop computers.
They every time you think they're going out, they come back in style.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought desktops would be killed off years ago. But I'm more comfortable sitting at a desktop computer and working on stuff, even over a laptop.
Yeah, I see people working on trying to do work on a phone, and I'm thinking I'd crack up if I was doing like looking at that little thing and typing. That's really not made for that. Has a lot of uses, but doing office work is okay. So you're gonna tell us about that?
Definitely a lot of roasted malty coffee flavor. I'm gonna drink it straight from the bottle, like it says. I'm gonna do like you say. So I'm gonna try it like that.
You never had it before?
Oh, I've had it before,
but not from the bottle. Oh,
not from the bottle. Actually, it tastes. That's really good straight from the bottle. A lot of the beer I can't drink. Once you start pouring your beer in the glass and drinking it that way, it's hard to go back to drinking out of the bottle, in my opinion. But this right here, that was actually really good straight from the bottle.
Unfortunately, you're only getting 11.2 ounces from that bottle. Ronnie S. says,
yeah,
I don't work on my phone. Don't believe in that. I agree. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, it would be hard to do.
I guess in a pinch.
Or from an iPad or something like that would be kind of hard too. Also,
I guess in a pinch, you know.
Yeah.
So you're enjoying that, eh?
Yeah, it's really good flavor. It's it's more watered down than what our typical stouts that we're used to now, of course. But
well, yeah,
very solid, very solid. I like the nitrogenated one's the best though.
Yeah, that's the non. Well, that one is non-nitro. Yeah.
This one?
I think so.
It says on here nitrogenated for smoothness.
Okay. All right. I was.
This is the bottle I have right here.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
It is nitro.
I didn't know
the can and that bottle, but it's nitro to go straight in. It's kind of strange that they nitrogenate it to make it smooth, but then you drink it from the bottle, so you're not going to see that creamy head. But you wouldn't get that creamy head even if you poured it in glass. I poured it before out of that bottle and it doesn't build up.
Okay, let's try that. I'm gonna do aggressive pour, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to build up the traditional thing, but what do I know? What do I know for nitro beers?
I went aggressive on it, and yeah, it's quickly. I don't know if you can see that. It's quickly dissipating.
Oh well.
Yeah, you're right. Look at that. No, I mean it went down. It was like this much. It went so.
I think with the can you get more of that cascade. That still looks nice. Still looks nice.
So,
Ronnie S.
See what the taste difference is.
Okay, Ronnie S. said Bud Light tastes good from a bottle. Ronald Sutton says, good morning from the Ohio Valley. Beautiful day here. Good morning to you. Ronnie S. says, I like the Kellogg Brienne Packed idea, Ron. Thank you. I wish people would follow it, or I should say, wish countries would follow it. All right. How you like it?
Hey, it's solid. Very solid. I'm going to do the score right now, or I like it a lot. I mean, it's a go-to. It's a cheap go-to stout, and it's been around for I don't know how many years. How long's it been around?
The nitro, the draft bout. Oh, the nitro came out I think in 1992.
Okay,
hadn't been around that long. The draft came out in 59. I think they tested it in 58. So Guinness it wasn't sold on draft till 1958. And in the history of Guinness, it's really not that long. Guinness was just that thick, or like that extra stout and the foreign extra up until 58.
See, now I've heard the foreign extra stout, and I think Michael had one on here. I have not been able to find that one so far.
That is a juice. Got the yellow label. That is the best one.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Ooh, is it so good? Now, Ronnie S. said He likes the Kellogg Beyond Pack, but it's too bad it didn't do much to start World War II. No, well, you can sign something, but if you don't follow it, it doesn't do much good. Cheers, chat, says Jeremy. We got 3 Rons here. Wow, says Ronnie. 2 Ronalds and a Ronnie.
I tell you what.
What?
I think this tastes better out of the bottle. I shouldn't have poured it. I think it's right. It tastes better. This one, for some reason. I mean, it's good, but it tastes better out of the bottle for some reason.
So you didn't listen to their you didn't follow their specs.
Well, I want to. You know, we're an experiment here, so
yeah.
I'm trying to see what difference it is, but yeah, it seems like it. I don't know if when you poured it, it kind of took away some of the. I don't know. It lost something to me.
Yeah, I guess if it's designed a certain way, then got to do it the way it's designed. Hold on.
Yeah, it tastes to me out of the bottle. It had a better flavor, which I never until you mentioned it. I never drank it that way because I guess I don't read the labels very good.
I guess a lot of people don't. And I think a lot of people don't bother looking at that because I've seen so many reviews where they're pouring it, and I want to stop them, but I know the review is recorded, and I want to say stop, read the bottle, but can't actually do that because.
Yeah, I agree with Ronnie. Bud Light tastes good from the bottle also because we went to as far as on vacation one time, and I said I didn't have enough. They didn't have any really good craft beers, and I bought some Bud Light. I bought them in the bottle, and when I drank them, I was like, I don't remember Bud Light ever tasting this good. Something about being in the bottles they taste better.
Yeah, I never had Bud Light from a bottle, so I can't testify.
Really?
I mean, I've had it poured from a bottle in a glass. But
okay, yeah.
I've never drunk it straight from the bottle, I have to admit.
Try it. It's better than even pouring it. To me also.
Might have to do that. Now, Ronnie, yes, I wish you wouldn't have quit beer talk. But I think Ronnie was saying something like, well, might be time to kind of cool it a little bit on what you say, consumption, so to speak.
When did this happen? I must have missed all that.
I guess it happened overnight.
Oh, yeah, I can understand it. I've done that too. I've told you a couple of times, hey, I'm going to cut back. I won't be around as much.
He's still in the International Beer Review Guild, though, I think, so he can get the links. I think they had a rather rollicking night last night from what I read on the chat.
I was up for a while, but I never got in on their hangout.
Yeah, I was looking at what people wrote, and I said, sound like it was a wild night in the old town. And they were still on. They were still on at 3:00 in the morning, and I said, well, I almost joined them, but I said no, because I wanted to watch all the Major League Baseball highlights. Yesterday morning, around 8:00, Eric had done a hangout with those guys.
Yeah.
We were going, I used the word exuberant, like, like a big party, But they were still on. They had forgotten to close it out because they all kind of like fell asleep during the broadcast. And so
that's funny.
I clicked on there and I just saw, you could tell somebody was laying in bed and you could hear them breathing like,
right.
And I said, so I started playing some rock music, and then I said, get up. Hey, you get up out that bed. Get up out that bed. And then I played the music again. And so finally the guy's like, he's like, who is this? I'm from England. I was just giving you a wake-up call. And he said, it's afternoon around here. I said, I could see y'all had kind of a wild night last night. Oh, yeah. And since the broadcast was going on and it was still.
Yeah, they never.
I said, gee whiz, everybody went to sleep and left the thing on.
Yeah, if you leave it on there, it'll just, I guess it'll stay on forever on the Google Hangouts or any of them
I don't know.
off air.
Yeah, it was going. I was just giving him a little. I said, "Oh, I'm just giving you a little prank." He said, yeah, he thought it was funny.
I never even thought about doing that, but there's been many times I woke up early to work out or whatever. I don't try to do many Hangouts during the week.
Yeah, neither me.
And there will be people on, and I could do that same thing. And I'm like, nah, I'm not.
Here's Shane Fudge. Let me read these.
Hey,
Comments. Lost Prairie Dog says, "Oh wait, we're getting some echo."
Yeah, it was my phone.
Lost Prairie Dog says, "I never read the label either, and I was disappointed in the taste when I poured it into my Guinness glass." Ronnie S says, "All the social media beer stuff is kind of a lot. I'm still in the I.B.R.G and the alcohol eggs, though." Okay, good. Ronnie Sutton says, "Smoking a brisket 15 hours in, 12-pack of Michelob Amberbach chilling will start around 2. Whoa. I think that sounds like a good food option there. Jeremy says, "True Lost Prairie Dog." Grinder says, "I'm becoming an alcoholic watching your videos." Well, that's not good. How do I respond to that? Okay, Jeremy says, laughing out loud. Grinder says, "Had an Elysium as recommended, Ronald. It was pretty good." Oh, yeah, that Elysian Space Dust is so good. Now, Shane from Arkansas, so we have a Southern Pink out.
yeah. About time.
Should I give another critter call before Shane tells us?
Sure.
Okay, let me give another critter call, and we'll see who shows up.
What are you drinking today, Shane?
Hold on before I'm going to give it a critter call.
Okay, I'm
All
sorry.
right. I'm going to go ahead and pour it anyway.
Meow, come quick. Meow, come quick.
What the world?
That's the Hangouts. They're still live in there.
Now, Shane has a stout, and oh, by the way, I have these blueberry unfrosted.
Oh, I still got these. I'm not going to eat anymore.
I didn't know there were supposed to be Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, I didn't have a plan to join a Pop-Tart video, but I do eat them from time to time because I like health food. Okay, Shane, go.
Vitamin PT, huh?
Natural, unnatural flavors all together.
Correct.
You know me, I'm drinking a Lost 40.
Oh,
Not you.
which one
Not
is it?
me. Yeah. This is the Forest King Imperial Stout. It
I like
is the if you ever had the Nighty Night, it's the base beer for Nighty Night. The Nighty Night is their triple barrel aged stout, and I've drank it several times. This I've only had like maybe once. I think maybe at a sampling at a beer fest there at Lost 40. But anyway, it's 9.3%.
Yeah.
It's a big beer. I've got a few stouts in the fridge, and this was the lowest ABV I think I had. So
Wow.
we'll go with it since I haven't had breakfast yet. So
I haven't either.
I ate breakfast at 4:40 this morning. Well, 4:50 this morning. And
I like the glass.
Yeah, I had bacon, 2 slices of bacon, and 2 eggs scrambled, and coffee. Okay, Shane, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
no, that's all right. That's all right. You're making me hungry now.
Do you secretly own Lost 40 Brewing because you do a lot of their beers and stuff? You might own the company.
They're popular here, real popular.
I don't have any stock in them whatsoever. I ought to have as much beer as I buy from them, but I just keep a lot of this local beer. You know, it's the I think it's the best. You know, as far as I'm concerned, the best brewery in Arkansas.
Yeah,
and they're like close to an hour away. You know, about an hour away from me, 45 minutes an hour. It's good beer. I enjoy all they make, and they make several different styles. So,
well, the ones you sent me, sure were dynamite.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed them. I think you really like that Snake Party, probably about the best.
Oh yeah. Does that beer can have a date, guys?
Yes, actually, and that's another good reason. You know, I don't know why they would put date on the 9.3% Imperial Stout, really. But they put 4 months on everything. It doesn't matter what style it is. Lost 40 just does 4 months straight across. Even their 99 barrel aged beer is 4 months.
But you could
You can
probably
age it.
get 4 years on it.
Oh yeah, and I've got some 99s over there from 2016 on my shelf. So, but this date on this one, it said, I just noticed it when I got it out of the freezer. I'm like, oh, I guess it's a better reason to go ahead and crack it. It's a May 23rd of 2019 Best Buy date on the bottom here.
Yeah, it'll still work though. I mean,
Yeah, there's not going to
9%
be anything wrong with this. But anyway,
And it would work.
It's-
Okay.
it's
Ooh,
really
that's dark. Mm.
that looks good.
You can see a little bit of redness in the very bottom, but I can't see through them shining right straight towards the sun here. I can't see any light through it.
Right.
The foam is the head is keeping up with it pretty well. As I poured it, it's keeping the head pretty well for 9.3%. It's really kind of a brown, little small bubbles in the head there. It poured about a finger of head. For the smell, you get a lot of dark fruits, roasted malts, of course. I mean, it's just the typical imperial style. They all have this, similarity. So with dark chocolate, big roasted, a little bit of coffee notes in there too. All the things you would expect in an imperial stout are in the nose. We'll get a little taste. So cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to you, but I'm done with mine.
I'm just about to.
Here, let me pour you guys a little. Oh wait.
Yeah, pour it right here. Hold on.
One day we'll be able to drink over the internet, but not yet.
Pour it right here.
Probably have to use the desktop. All right.
Just stick your straw in here.
There you go. Is it similar to the Forest Queen? Because I love
this.
that one.
This one's a lot thicker, a lot heavier. I mean, the Forest Queen, of course, is like a milk stout.
I love that. Oh man,
yeah, it's really good. This one's definitely a lot heavier mouthfeel. You can definitely tell there's more alcohol. It's just a thicker beer.
Right.
I don't know if the Forest Queen has anything to do with the Forest King, if it's just a smaller version of the Forest King or not. I would tend to think not, because I don't think this one has milk in it.
Yeah, man, I love that Forest Queen on draft at the brewery. Man, it was dynamite.
Yeah,
I mean, best I've ever drank.
Yeah, and Lost 40 is doing a great job, man. Some might say that they're
y'all are kind of feel left out because you're talking about all this good beer, and of course I can't get it. So, but go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I don't feel sorry for you. You got Stein's Deli. You got all these great places down in Louisiana too.
Yep.
I used to go to Stein.
Arkansas was such a wasteland for craft beer for so many years. So now we're finally getting some good stuff. Over the last 5 years, it's really blown up here in Arkansas. So a lot of breweries, new breweries, constantly opening up here and there. I don't even know. We actually have a monastery here in Arkansas that's brewing beer.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and they apparently do some pretty good beer. I don't think they do very many beers, like a lot of monasteries. They only do like 3 or 4.
I heard they were starting to do that. I heard. I saw that on the news, but I was like, I don't know anything about their company, or I mean, not the company, but I mean the monastery, or how they're going to do that.
Yeah, monk beers. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I went to church this morning at 7:30, and then I have to go twice more this week.
Right.
Night for the opening mass for the religion class, and then for Thursday, well, I'm gonna go Wednesday for vigil for the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Okay, well, anyway, 3 masses in 1 week. Yeah.
Had to take a picture for my Untapped there real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a really good beer, man. It's really easy. The alcohol burn is like non-existent for 9.3%. You really wouldn't be able to tell that. It's really thick mouthfeel. I like the mouthfeel on this, and the roastiness and the
could be dangerous.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's a very good beer, man. Glad I picked this up. This was I picked up a single of it This is one reason I haven't picked up a 4-pack is this quite pricey, even though it's not a barrel aged beer.
Now,
This was $4.75 for the single.
Oh,
yeah, it's high. That's why I haven't picked it up just yet.
Yeah. It's like $18-19 for a 4-pack of it. And like, I look and I go, it's not barrel aged. My
I
word,
know.
they're proud of this one, but you can pick up the 99 for around the same price. That's what hasn't made sense to me. It's just a few dollars cheaper than 99.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, it's good to try for once anyway. Really velvety, nice coffee aromas. Dark fruit, like chocolate covered dark fruit with maybe some little coffee ground up and sprinkled in on it. You know how you eat those coffee beans and they're chocolate covered.
chocolate covered coffee bean?
You never had chocolate covered coffee bean?
Oh, I didn't know you could
They're
eat a
delicious. Don't eat very many of them because you'll be la la la.
I never heard of that. No.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
Wired up. Yeah.
I have some candy in there from bought in Switzerland. Some chocolate. A couple different bars that had coffee beans that had been ground up and put in with the chocolate. It's just kind of sort of like a crunch bar. It's got the crunchy Rice Krispies in it. This has got just broken up coffee beans in it. But yeah.
Oh, shows you what I know.
I bet it'll wire you up though if you ate a bunch of.
Oh man, yeah. My wife used to work at a candy shop in the mall in Jonesboro years ago, and she would get those chocolate covered coffee beans and stay awake for work and bring me in. She's like, don't eat very many of them. You won't be able to go to sleep tonight. It
Wow.
was really strong though.
Golly.
Yeah, they're delicious.
So y'all ready to score these things? Oh, you got to give some more commentary on it.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty quick on these. It don't take me but a sip or two to figure out what I'm probably going to give it anyway. But if y'all are ready, yeah, I got on here so late, so I'm sure y'all got other things to do. I'm not going to keep everybody on here. I thought I'd hop on.
Today,
I woke up.
Oh no, I'm taking it easy today. I was so worn out yesterday when I went to that meeting. I didn't half know where I was.
Oh yeah.
Of course, drinking that can of Club Tails before I went probably didn't help me. But I was mainly. I'm serious, but I was mainly just tired. Like I worked all day Friday from 5:58 in the morning. Then I had to cut my grass at 98-degree heat, and that'll just take a lot of energy out of you. I was sweating so much.
Yeah, it's gonna get hotter too.
I can't believe I sweat. And and then I went work at Bingo, and I had to walk selling sheets for 2 hours. So the next day, when I had to go to that meeting at 10 o'clock, I was just kind of like half kind of put together like but I was able to the problem with meetings, and you've been to meetings, and I was a school teacher and I had to suffer through a lot of meetings, but
yeah,
people talk a lot, and I'm thinking, why would you want to talk a lot in a meeting when your whole purpose to me at a meeting is to let it in as fast as possible and get out?
Yeah.
And a lot of
always that one teacher that has, anybody else got a question, everybody's being quiet, and then that one teacher goes, I've got a question, email it.
Yeah, I've had people in a meeting where a long time ago where the CEO went to sleep in the meeting and then woke up and asked about 1 million questions. I was like, it's all like, really? He actually
probably everything that had been answered already.
The worst question
for an hour, then kept us there extra 30 minutes, answering the same question about the meeting. I was like, wow.
The worst statement a person can make in a meeting is, "Do you have any questions?" And I was sitting there and I had to go to the bathroom so bad. I said, "Oh," and she had on the bulletin, or what do we call projector board, closing prayer. I said, because this is for the religion class. I said, good, closing prayer. I said, we're here. It's 11 o'clock. It's only been an hour. And here they go. But they always ask questions. They always ask questions that are specific only to their class. Something that they could easily ask after the meeting to the director, like it's only applying to you.
Yeah.
Right.
So I said, oh no.
Yeah, why drag us through this?
I said, I'm in trouble now. So then I said, oh, I just started like sitting, and then I was just like, how can I make it? How can I I said,
God,
this is,
please help my bladder.
I was like, this is so bad. And it went on for 18 minutes.
Oh no.
You know, why do we have to have a group session at the beginning? This takes away time from a class. I'm like, I'm gonna put a gun to my head, you know. So not literally, but I mean, I was just getting so. And finally, the lady said, "Well, that's it, I think." Well, as soon as she said that, I got up, went around the corner, went to the bathroom. I said, "Oh." Unfortunately, the bathroom was right next to where they were meeting, so I'm sure they heard that intense liquid evacuation. I turned on that little vent, you know, to make noise, but I was like, I gotta go. I said, it's not my fault. See, because when I do a meeting, I'm like pinpoint, like,
yeah,
let's go. And if somebody asks me those questions, I'll be like, well, that only applies to you, so we'll talk about that later. I'm always
these are my key points. This is it. Boom.
Yeah.
Let's go.
put a focus on expedition, you know, expediting it, getting it.
Extraneous stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and after I went to the bathroom, I felt better, and I ate some donut holes, which they had bought, and then we started kind of casually talking, and I felt fine. But boy, after I ate my lunch and I laid down on that couch, I was out for over an hour. I was just like so tired.
You ate them donut holes, it'll knock you out. Probably your insulin probably went up.
Yeah, I had about 5 of them, and then I ate those what did I eat? I had it in the frying pan. Oh, I had the baked chicken because reheated it. The baked chicken and the noodles, those seashell noodles with like cheese sauce on it.
Yeah.
Salad, but it was very good. And then I ate a cookie. But as soon as I laid down, it was just a sleep deprivation issue and being tired. But anyway, people are watching this saying, well, I'm not really interested in your bathroom problem and your sleep patterns and your lunch. I understand that. Sorry, y'all. I'm making the hangout go long by talking about hangouts going long.
Right. Well.
Oh, well. Chocolate Lost Prairie Dog said chocolate covered coffee beans are great. Had them at the candy shop at the Ripley's Museum in Pigeon Forge.
Yeah.
That's cool. And the Lost Prairie Dog says, cheers, guys. I'm enjoying a bourbon barrel aged oyster stout collaboration from NOLA, New Orleans Ale Company, and Against the Grain Brewery, Kentucky. Oh, I surely have never tried that.
I haven't either. Against the Grain makes some good stuff, though. I've tried one or two of theirs. I can't remember which one it was. On one IPA, I can't remember. I don't know. They have a lot of their stuff in Little Rock.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to score my milk stout a 94 out of 100. It's a solid A. I love it, and it's not expensive.
All right. Cool.
Which is very appealing to me. What about you, Jeremy?
Well, as odd as it sounds, drinking it out of the bottle, I'll give it a 94. Drinking it out of the bottle. And pour it in the glass when it's still good, but it kind of went down a little bit. You're right on that. I never read that on the bottle.
Yeah, it's not me. It's Guinness.
I know. But it is better straight from the bottle. I guess when you pour it, I don't know what it does, but it takes a little bit of the
kind of loses something.
Yeah, almost like how carbonation, you kind of lose carbonation. It's not that bad, but it's a little bit like you're losing something. It doesn't taste the same.
Is that a nitro Guinness?
Yes, it is. Bottle nitro.
Yeah, the draft.
So I don't know if pouring it straight, I don't know if that messes it up or what, but it definitely, it has all over it, straight from the bottle. Enjoy chilled. It says it everywhere. I don't know why I've never
have noticed that either. And I buy that for my wife pretty often because she really likes the nitro Guinness.
It's definitely better straight from the bottle, believe it or not.
I'll have to try that.
Way better.
When I first bought it, I believe it was 2011 when it had come out, when it had just come out. I was doing research on the internet about it. I mean, on their website, you know what I'm saying, on their own website, because I usually write down notes for a beer I'm going to review, just try to bring up things in the video that I would never remember. And so it said, oh, this is designed to drink from the bottle. I said, okay. So I looked at the bottle. Okay. So I did both like you. I poured it in a glass. So, what about you, Shane Fudge? What do you score your Lost 40 Stout?
Yeah,
Imperial Stouts?
it's an awesome beer, man. It's got really nice flavors and nice mouthfeel. I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give this a 97. It's really
Whoa.
awesome.
Good.
Don't know that I would buy it all the time because of the price.
Yeah, it's high.
Yeah.
That's smart.
It's
Right.
really good.
97. No, that's
good. Now, when do they come out with the Forest Queen again? That's what I'm waiting on.
Force, I'm not sure when they released that one. They're just so.
October, maybe.
I couldn't remember because they're releasing different styles of beers all the time, and they don't seem to be like necessarily on a time frame or
Yeah.
The 99 they do release at the same time every year. I think it's in October because it's kind of got that zombie
Well, I
type
remember.
vibe going along with it, so they do it up around Halloween. But I'm not sure when that Force Queen. I would maybe think it's going to be soon since it's turning.
I'm ready for it. It's cheap. It's like I think I can get it for like $9 for a 6-pack, which is cheap for that type of beer.
And most of the 6-packs are. Yeah, most of the 6-packs are
like crazy.
Yeah.
And on draft, it was fire. It's what got me into the milk stouts, actually.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we went there to watch the ball game, the Arkansas game. Everybody goes there and watched it, and somebody drinking one. I was like, "What is that?" They said, "That's the Forest Queen." I said, "Oh, it's a stout. Okay, I want to try that." And man, it was good. I drank it ever since then, but they don't have it anymore. It's seasonal, I guess.
Yeah, it gets bought up pretty quick. It's not one that just flies off the shelves. It's not people lining up for it, but it doesn't stay around for long either.
Well, we had 3 most excellent beers, and Shane had an outstanding beer, and
yeah, it's good. It's tasty.
I'm drinking some of this weird thing right now. Oh, it smells strange. Why does
it bourbon?
No, it's not bourbon. It's made with Canadian blended whiskey. It's called Cherry Pie.
Oh yeah, I've seen you review that. That looks good.
Cherry Pie. I mean, it is a weirdo. I'm gonna try to drink a little bit every Monday. I'm serious. Every Monday until it's gone. That's gonna take a lot of Mondays.
Yeah.
I did the Taka Vodka and drank those 2 bottles every Monday until they were gone. So I'm figuring it's August. So maybe by December, end of December, I should be done.
Yeah.
It's a liter bottle, and this is a huge bottle. It only costs $1.99 for this whole liter now.
You could be done with it today, Jay.
Yeah.
If I shared it with the whole neighborhood.
What percentage is that one? What percentage of alcohol?
35%. It
I
smells.
saw that video you did with Dave and John. I think it was. Then you do that one recently with them.
Yes. It's my friend David doesn't like it. He said it tastes like cough medicine. John liked it. It's a weird aroma. It smells like smoke. It smells like maybe they took cherry wood and smoked it. I don't know. It's got a strange cherry and smoke aroma. Maybe kind of like that Kiafa cherry wine from Finland and sometimes Poland. I don't know. You can't. It's very candy sugar in the nose also, and it's definitely candy because if you let some spill out and it dries overnight, then it'll be like granules. It'll dry into like crystals, so it's like sugar. It turns into sugar. I would say take a little sip, about 3 or 4 ounces. You'd probably be just fine. If you were one of these young party people that drank too much of this stuff, you would be so. Don't you think something sweet and sugary like that, 70 proof, you would be so bitterly sorry.
Yeah, that's the way that Southern Comfort was to me. You ever drink any of that Southern Comfort?
No, but it's the same concept. It's spirit
whiskey, molasses, and it'd make you sick.
Spirit.
Oh man, Southern Comfort is like just drinking sugar water.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a legendary product, but I'm afraid a lot of people get done out on that stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Done out. Well, but I'm just gonna soldier through this, and I'm not saying it to be negative. I'm not trying. It's fine. It's a liqueur, and it tastes like cherry. It does literally taste like cherry pie, but it's not the kind of thing I would normally drink.
Burnt cherry pie? You said it had a burnt, like a
No, not
smoky
burnt,
cherry pie.
like a
Smoky.
smoke
Okay.
from the cherry itself. Not the crust. It's hard. Sometimes you can taste something, and it's really hard to explain it.
Yeah.
And I've said that in videos. If you're not tasting it yourself, it's like you can't do a really good job trying to explain what you're tasting. And this is like that. But I'll soldier through it, and because I'm not gonna waste it. I don't buy stuff to waste. You know, I've done it with some beers that I knew would not stay down.
Right.
Super Brew 15. I didn't mind wasting that because it was going to waste anyway. It was just going to waste in a different method of coming out.
You just avoided all the sickness.
Oh, that thing. I said after 3 hours, I said, because I said the Super Brew 15, I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take one sip every hour. And then by the end of the day, it'll be gone. It was a 500 milliliter can, 15% alcohol from Bucharest, Romania. That got you, that should get you nervous right there. Because it's like stuff coming from India. When you drink something from India or Eastern Europe, you have to be very careful. After the 4th hour, I said, there ain't no way. I don't need this in my life. I'm not going through this. So I just dumped it down the sink. Even what I drank made me feel kind of off the rest of the day.
Yeah. Some stuff you can get, it'll make you feel bad a couple of days after.
Yeah, some of it make your bones hurt. I said, oh no. Ronald Sutton said I should put it on my brisket. Yeah, then this would, this kind of thing, we're kind of kidding about it, but I think this kind of item would really do well on like you pour it on the meat, let it set for a couple of hours. I think it would be better for that probably than drinking. It tastes almost like a marinade more than a drink, which sounds maybe crazy, but I think, yes, it would. It would do that. It would do well if you took some steak and soaked it in this.
I bet it would.
But I don't see how it's fun. Huh?
Is that the normal price for that, or you just got it on sale?
Oh no!
I was about to say.
I think the normal price would be about $25 a bottle for a liter.
Okay.
But there's some places down here that might. I'm not saying they're involved with organized crime. I'm saying things are weird, but I don't ask questions. I just go in there, buy my stuff, and get out. But I saw those bottles for $1.99, and I said, well, even if it's terrible, I hadn't lost anything. That's like buying some, it's like buying some chicken nuggets from Wendy's or something. So, but it worked out, and but I've never bought any whiskey or liqueur that cheap in my life. $1.99 for a liter.
That's crazy.
It is.
You got an excellent deal on that one for sure.
Johnny Neely was like, "What?" I'm serious. Oh well. So we did some interesting stouts on Stout Sunday, and I'm pinch hitting for Johnny Neely, who's the normal host. He does a good job. He does a better job because he has the format more in place and he knows what he's doing. But I'm just kind of filling in to try to stumble along with it more or less. But I wish.
You did a good job.
Michael Komarov said, "I do not have a stout or porter, but I'm watching, guys."
Come on in,
Hey, Michael.
Yeah, we're gonna get off the air, but we wish you did. Now, Wild Card Wednesday, this Wednesday. I don't know, man, because I have to go to church, and I was going to go to 5 o'clock, and I don't know how long they're going to go. Usually they might go kind of fast. Then I got to come start washing clothes. But I could probably do it. Now, if Eric Fraunfelter does the hangout, well, that'll solve all the problems. But if you can't, I can do it, but it might be a little later, maybe 7:40 Eastern instead of 6:40. But it might be right on time, but it certainly won't be earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
How's that sound?
Sounds good. Hey, when are you going to do the strong lager? I know you was going to do that one time, but I don't know if it got pushed back or.
And I've already got my beers for Stout Sunday, by the way. Strong lager? That was a topic we were going to do. Strong lager.
Beer. I think he was. I remember it's a while back. He was going to do it one of the Wednesdays, but something come up and I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, because we were trying to think of topics. Well, we pretty much finished off our discussion of rating and scoring beer. That was enough of that.
Yeah.
Well, how about?
Well, I don't know. I didn't know if you were going to do like a strong, I don't know, different stuff.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea. How about the first Wednesday in September?
I think we did strong lager. It was something else. I have to go back and look. There was one of them you was going to do, and I was looking forward to, but it didn't ever happen. I can't remember what it was.
If I don't write it down, it goes out of my head. But strong lager is a good topic, and people love that.
It's hard to find one though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is kind of hard to find around here. I mean, unless you
depends on what you're calling strong lager. You see, so
I think we did that one. We did do that one.
I thought we had. That's why I was confused.
I'm trying to think of the other
strong lagers would the Hellas beers and the malt liquors, I guess, count in.
Yeah, oh yeah, could be anything. I guess could be craft, macro, micro, middle crow. How about? Well, I've been doing a lot of these flavored beers, which people say that's insipid. Why you even address it? I know, I understand that. I mean, when you watch the videos, I know what I'm dealing with. But on the other hand, they are a lot better than I thought they were. Generally, there are some dogs in it, but I did one yesterday that just caught me off guard. I said, "Wow, it's so much better than I believed it would be." It's a lemonade margarita from Club Tales.
Yeah.
I said, I'll tell you one thing. It's the best lemonade. It's a shandy, but it's a 10% shandy.
Oh.
I said, this is the best I ever had. And there's no doubt about that. That was true. It tasted like they had lemon juice in it and actual lemon peel. Like you could almost taste the pith and the pulp. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The pulp. I was amazed. And the video came out too long. It went over 11 minutes. But I was shocked. And I said, I'm just thinking when you're talking about topics, that might be a good topic, these flavored malt products.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. Whatever you want. I was thinking there was something that you mentioned we didn't do, but I'm probably wrong about it.
That's all right. What do you think about that, Shane? I mean,
I've only tasted one of the seltzer water type things at a liquor store that was giving out samples one time. So I don't even remember what kind of brand it was at all. It just tasted like water with a slight bit of fruit flavor in it, and I was not impressed with it. But
yeah,
I don't remember which kind it was.
Those are very thin, but I noticed that the ones like the Club Tales, that 10% was dangerous. It'll knock you for a loop. But it gives it a body that it needs. Like it helps substantiate it. So that's my vote. Now I'm not. I see Michael. I'm not a stickler to these things. Like I'm not nutty about it. So I'm saying we ought to do flavored malt beverages for the first Wednesday in September. But if people say, "Oh heck, that's a terrible idea," I wouldn't get upset about it. But I would like to do it.
I feel like Alex coming in and just making a quick entry. At least
that's okay.
You guys,
that's good.
I'll have a stout for next week. I just didn't prepare in advance.
That's okay. Lost Prairie Dog says y'all should do dry hop pilsners. My current favorite beer style. The problem with something like that is it could be a situation where half the people or 70% of people can't get it.
Yeah.
We found that with a lot of individual beers, everybody can't get it. We're in different regions, so it's completely, it's off the wall. You're in Louisiana, they're in Arkansas, I'm in New York, and it's totally different.
Yeah, it makes it a real problem. Like I would love to do some Southern Tier beers. One problem, we can't get them anymore. So it would be no purpose in that, except if I was just going to sit here and watch it. Because
now that they're in that conglomerate, though, with 6 Point and Victory, maybe you'll start seeing distribution of it because they're supposed to be producing more of it. Now, again, Louisiana might be closing them out He might not be allowing the distributors to get it. That might be the problem.
Or they just decided that the sales didn't justify sending it.
That's possible too. Can you get Victory? Can you get Victory stuff, Jay?
We used to get Victory.
I can't get Victory now either.
We used to get Victory in Southern Tier in as easy as you can imagine, and everybody sold it. And then it was like in one day it was all gone.
And Louisiana has never had 6 Point.
Never.
Right? You've never seen 6 Point distributed there either.
I'm saying Louisiana hasn't ever had it, but that's just from what I've seen. It might have been around, but I've never. Usually, I will notice when stuff's around. I have never seen it.
Jeremy can get it in Arkansas, but it has to be coming in from a sub distributor because it's not. If you look on their website, Arkansas is not one of the states they distribute.
It's everywhere in Arkansas.
It's everywhere here. Yeah.
It comes from a bordering state, and they sell to a sub distributor, and that's how it gets there.
Yeah, we don't get any.
Yeah, maybe
You're allowed to sell beer as long as it's in that 3-tier system where an original distributor gets it. He can sell it to another sub distributor in another state.
Right.
But that's the only way it can get there because you can't go to 6 Point wherever I think you're at a Memphis right now. You can't go there and get it. It has to come out of their brewery operation to distributors. It can't come straight out. It can't go direct to anybody, and it has to be.
Wow.
And I'm also told what happened is they using this one in Memphis now that they have the ability to use Southern Teal and Victory. Some of their stuff is going to be brewed there now, upstate New York and outside Philadelphia. So you're going to start to see 6 Point now probably growing in its distribution.
I hope that's true. Now, Ronald Sutton in the comments, he says, flavorings in beer are to hide their flaws, and Jeremy says, I agree. Oh, but don't tell that to my friend David. He'll get angry.
Sometimes. I mean, I agree on that at a point.
It's probably beer to beer. It depends on the individual beer. If they do have something to hide, that is one way you can do it. But it can't always be that way because I'm sure there are some that are just flavored beers, and that's how they set it up, and that's what they're brewing. And I'm not going to pick on mangoes again, but like I say, maybe there are a couple of good mango beers. I'll have to try them. I'm willing to try again.
I've had them.
Just say no to mangoes, all I'll say.
Look, there aren't that many. Shane, have you seen mango beers in Arkansas? Do you ever get any that you've seen?
Sweetwater Mango Kush.
That was bad.
It was okay.
I guess my feeling is the ones I've had have not been above average. So why should I frequent them? I had one the one Founders one that was a drain pour on an expensive bottle that my friend bought. I think he paid $60.
Yes, I know the one you're talking about. Mango habanero.
We smelled it. We said, hey, we got to drink some of this. And we wish the smell had just poured it because it was like a sickening. Yeah. And I'm not even sure it was the mango that was bad. It was the combination of what they did with the hops and the malts and the mango together. It was a disaster. It should have been released. Or it was a bad bottle, maybe. I don't know. You can't tell.
That mango kush, me and David were just hating on that thing, man. We hated it so much. It was that was the worst beer we tried that day. And we are not, and I can say this honestly, because I don't really have any reason to lie anyway. Why get on here and lie? But we always try to call it as we see it, like we don't have any favorites. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't play favorites. But he accused me of that. He said, you play favorites because you're scared the Louisiana beer people are going to get angry at you. I said, no, you're wrong. You're wrong about it. We even had an argument on camera one time. I said, that's not true. I said,
it doesn't make any sense to think that we all have agendas. We're just beer people who want to spread the word and talk about beer. And we don't have a hidden agenda. We're just here to have fun.
Some people do, but you can kind of read. You can kind of see it when they have it. You can kind of sniff it out. David, I told him Thursday. I said, Michael Cormorant said he wants you to start your own channel. I'm not starting my own channel. I said, I know that. I'm just telling you what he said.
Maybe he's too shy to run his own channel. Even if he just came on with us, it would be fun.
I think he is too shy, and he doesn't even have a YouTube account. He can't even comment on videos. He always tells me, "Oh, to start an account so I can comment." Because he'll read comments that people will make. He's like, Did you read that comment that guy wrote?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. He's like, I'd like to tell him off. I said, of course you can't because you don't have an account. So
Yeah, but let's say then you get some of them that make 10 or 20 accounts that we're seeing, and they cycle between them, and David don't even have one.
he doesn't even have one. And then you got the guys that have 20 alias accounts and
Yeah, that's what I'm noticing here. Whoa.
they'll do their thing. Yeah, oh yeah, they're around, boy.
They'll ban them, and they'll cycle. They'll get another username. They'll ban that person, and they'll just keep come. I don't know how they're doing it like that.
And
That's pretty crazy. I mean, if you got that much time on your hands and that bored, and my word, get a life.
Yeah. Do something productive, man.
yeah,
Like,
they try to stay after them and monitor them, but it doesn't do any good because, like you're saying, they just start another account. They just do the same old thing, and I don't know.
I don't know. Just don't tune in if you don't like that person. Don't watch their videos.
Yeah,
It's simple.
Did you
Yeah,
notice?
but you're assuming that people are saying what?
Did you
Did I
notice
what?
You notice I posted it on both the Beer Talk and on the that I did a tasting. I think maybe you commented on Friday, and Duchesse de Bourgogne from Belgium came in first, which is the one with the Duchess on the side. And I have to say something. When you get some of these Belgian beers, which really are subtle, but they're really wonderful, people who really never had those beers, these people went wild. They couldn't believe it. And
That's awesome
just
beer.
shows you, it just shows you when you don't get that out to the public where they can see it. And it looks bad. They don't buy it, I guess. I've had it several times.
I feel bad because I've tried it once, but I never did a video review. I don't even think I did a written review. I can't remember why, but I need to buy it. It's kind of expensive, but I need to buy it. Wilshire says, Goodale says, good afternoon, guys from the United Kingdom. And Jeremy Vincent says, cheers, Wilshire. Thanks for watching. Well, I guess we better cut this off. It's been going on too long. People are getting tired of looking at all this talk. But thanks for joining me. And next week, you'll have the normal host.
Jay, thanks for hosting.
So, all right.
Yes.
Welcome, Michael. And I guess the next live broadcast I'm doing will be Tuesday morning with some blended scotch. And this morning got me a little nervous because it was a lot closer than I had expected. And I was a little shook up, but I got past it. All right, well, and I got it right too. I was terrified I'd get it wrong, but I knew I'd get it. But I said to myself, just goes to show you, when you're overconfident, you could really screw up.
Anything.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, thanks, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody have a
Stay
good
safe.
weekend. Whatever's left of